Hello! This bout had my nerves shot because I truly like both of these fighters, not just for their unique styles, but for who they are as people. Honestly, for me it would have felt bad seeing either of these men lose. Nonetheless though, I was still intrigued by the betting odds. We saw Fury drop a clinic on Deontay Wilder in their first fight, even though yes, Deontay did have his moments as well, but despite that, Deontay Wilder was the favorite. I've said that I believe Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight boxer in the world currently, and even though Deontay can never be counted out, you still have to consider that he always has a chance of instantly causing an upset. Nonetheless though, I still would have handed the edge to Tyson Fury, especially because of the Ortiz fight. During that match, it was as if Deontay was sandbagging Ortiz. Clearly, Ortiz had a significant skill advantage, but circling out on the back foot, boom, Ortiz walked right into Deontay Wilder's power. It felt as if he was getting overconfident, that he was not respecting Deontay anymore. That's what set up the shot for Deontay. You can't be reckless marching him down thinking you've already won, because the moment you let your guard down for even a moment, he always has ready that warhead of a right hand. Always maintaining respect, I believe, was the key takeaway for Tyson Fury, which even he admitted was perhaps one of the reasons why he got knocked down in their first bout. He changed his style because he wanted to finish Deontay. Part 2, we saw that maintained respect even in the final exchanges before the ref intervened. Watch how badly he's hurt Deontay to this point. Deontay, he's rope-a-doping just to survive, hoping he can recover, but even now, Tyson is not getting reckless. He's setting up his shots, reading Deontay's behavior, his status, taking his time to land his hands. When it comes to just straight-up boxing skill, Tyson Fury's multiple folds of skill to what Deontay Wilder has in pure, unadulterated power. That said, trading in this clinic, I believe this was a valuable lesson that could only help Deontay Wilder grow, so as long as he chooses to rise back up from it. Defeat is only a state of mind, and so if he chooses to stand back up, a far greater Deontay Wilder is what we may see. Now, Tyson Fury's power, where did this come from? Heavyweights, they usually do have power, simply because of their mass. Mass times acceleration equals force, but Tyson Fury was never one to emphasize power in his style. He was slick, an elusive master who almost made it look like we were seeing things. After all, how could a 6'9" behemoth of a man prance around a volley of punches like he's some kind of magical fairy? At the end of it, he barely even got touched, if at all. Well, stylistically, if he did not sit down on his punches, he moved and hit with little commitment, which meant he was always in position to leave the exchange. He could still knock a man out because he's a heavyweight, but maximally leveraging power was not the emphasis of the style. This new style is different. The form of his shots have gotten tighter, sharper, which better leverages his anatomy, but also he loads up into his fascia instead of swinging his arm in a looping motion, which we saw quite a bit when he was looping punches in his previous bouts. The form paired with a slight deviation in form is what has given Tyson Fury this new tier of leverage. Also, here, note the point of contact. Medulla oblongata, anywhere from the ear back, is a dangerous point of contact, especially for a punch as powerful as this was. You are conscious, but your body just doesn't respond properly. Tyson Fury has literally been hitting Deontay Wilder with Deontay Wilder, but there was a key difference. Even though he has not been as slick as he usually is, his ability to read Deontay's next move, feint, stutter step, pull shots before making his entry, just his boxing understanding, there was way more depth to his overall game. Tyson Fury, a series of simple techniques methodically implemented to create layers to his engage. The layers of deception make entering even with a simple jab cross look effortless at this point. Also note how much he's turning his hips over now. Tyson Fury conventionally would do the technique minimally. He would always be balanced enough to, exit after a strike, but now he's really turning from the balls of his feet into his hips. He's throwing fastballs over and over again. You give a 277-pound man this much rotation, give him a balance between well-structured technique which also finds itself breaking rules by loading up. It's gonna hurt anyone. You don't have to be Deontay Wilder to hurt the man at this point. Even if you aren't as heavy as Tyson Fury, you throw punches like this full force, loading up efficiently without punching from your arm. Do that in shadowboxing over and over again, and there's a good chance you might hurt yourself just from the sheer G-forces produced. Here, a mere glint into the level Tyson Fury is playing at. He catches the punch on his glove, parrying it, reaches with his jab, but he misses. Instantly, he knows he doesn't have the range, and so he just shows his right hand to keep Deontay Wilder moving. This trails his back leg in, but also masks the load up for his lead. It's hands down, stepping in, making note of Deontay's hand position. Boom! The lead hook connects against the neck around guard. Taking an angle-on connection, Deontay is shot up high. Tyson Fury's face says it all. It's pure money. He loads up from hands down while Deontay's vision is obstructed by guard. Boom! The sheer force has Deontay Wilder fall to the canvas. It might sound silly when I talk about the fight IQ difference, but when it's slowed down, truly, it's Fury's insane fight IQ, his quick ability to recognize and solve problems, which allows him to consistently land these bombs. Even if he hits like Deontay Wilder, he doesn't hit like Deontay Wilder. The difference this fight is his fight IQ advantage. The moment Deontay extends his jab, instantly, like he's in the Matrix, he flicks his head offline, then he returns with his own strike. And then here, notice the hand feints. Touching his head, he coaxes Deontay to strike, which he slips into a check hook against. That was clean. Deontay Wilder's chin is just as remarkable as his power, but I'm actually really glad his corner threw in the towel. He's very talented with a huge heart both inside and outside the arena. With matches like this, the longer they go on, the greater the risk of something horrible happening, especially when the fighter is too tough for their own good. I look forward to seeing more from Deontay Wilder, and I look forward to his evolution as a fighter. Going over this, he will only get better, I'm sure. Nonetheless though, this was perhaps Tyson's most dangerous fight, but at the same time, I would not say it was his most difficult fight. To me, watching this bout was like watching a man walk along an edge. He can do it with some ease if he can remain mentally composed, but one misstep can instantly end the bout. That's what I felt due to the difference in Tyson Fury's fight IQ. I believe Tyson Fury has this edge due to the degree he studied this world. But nonetheless though, power. That's perhaps one of the reasons why so many people favor Deontay Wilder. We as humans are amygdala-oriented creatures, which means anything that stimulates fear is more likely to catch our attention. What we remember from Tyson Fury is a technical onslaught of pillow fists that couldn't even crack an egg. Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, boom, dear God, that man had a family, how could you? It's different for Tyson though. We are not Tyson Fury. He has a rare tier of mental composure, and clearly, you cannot scare him. He's not afraid of power, it feels like. Why is this? I believe it's because you can't scare a man with nothing to lose. It's the double edge of their crippling condition. A man who isn't afraid of losing it all can have it all, but even then, when you have it, what does it really all mean? The material world cannot fill this man's soul. The love of boxing and keeping his heart full of meaning is the only way he can handle bearing this sharp, sharp edge. Both a curse and a gift. It's as Nietzsche had said, there are no beautiful surfaces without a terrible depth. I dread the day this kind and genuine man walks away from boxing. I wish he can find something that'll help fill his cup to the same degree. Thank you, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, for this lesson. If you'd like more from me, please subscribe and hit the notifications. Thank you if you did. It truly does mean a lot to me. Thank you. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. It's good karma, and until next time, peace.